Hey there, everybody, and welcome. Today, I am going to be playing a quick game of Sprawlopolis, which is an 18-card micro game. Plays pretty quickly, can be very challenging, and is very well rated and well respected on BGG. So let's get started, and I'll explain how it all works as we go. The main side of each of the 18 cards looks like this. There are 4 blocks on each card of a block of residential zone, which is orange, a block of commercial, which is blue, a block of gray industrial, and a block of green park. And each card's going to have some type of road on it. You're going to be taking one of the cards from your hand, so you'll have a hand of 3 cards. You can also see what's coming next, though you can't play that card until you play one of the cards from your hand. But you're going to take one of the cards from your hand, and you're either going to be playing it adjacent to an existing card already in the tableau, or you can overlap one or more zones. So that's perfectly legal. That's legal. The roads don't have to connect. I can do that. I can even do that if I want to. I could overlap one card completely by another, but I can't tuck under. That's not legal. So you're always laying one card on top of or adjacent to an existing card. And what you're trying to do is twofold. One, your base score is going to consist of your largest group of parks. You'll get 1 point per block. So, for example, if this were my final tableau, I would get 2 points because I have 2 park blocks that are adjacent to one another. Similarly, if I had 2 blues or 2 or more blues adjacent, then I would get 1 point per blue. And then I'll get a certain number of points from my gray. In this case, it would be 2, and a certain number of points for my orange. Again, in this case, it would be 2. But the goal, obviously, is to have larger groups of certain zones. But at the same time, you don't want to have too many roads because you lose a point for every stretch of roadway. So, for example, again, if this were my final tableau, I would lose 3 points because I have 3 separate roads that don't connect to one another. While if I had that situation, I'd only lose 2 points because I will have 2 different sets of roadways. Adding up all your zones and and subtracting for your roads gives you your base score. But of the original 18 cards, after you shuffle them, you're first going to draw 3 and flip them over, and you're going to get 3 scoring cards. In my case, I got Block Party, which wants me to try to score, looks like 2 by 2 blocks of the same type of zone, whether it be 2 by 2 residential or commercial or industrial or park or a mix of them. And as long as I have 5 or more of those 2 by 2 blocks, I'll get 7 points. If I have 4, I'll get 4, and if I only have 0, if I don't make any, then I'll lose 8 points. So I could either score or lose points with this scoring card. Go green, similarly, I'm going to get a point for every park block in my city and lose 3 points for every industrial zone in my city. And stacks and scrapers, 2 points for every industrial block, those are gray, that are adjacent only to gray industrial or blue commercial blocks. In order to win, I need to meet or beat the sum of these 3 numbers. So I've got 5 plus 3, 8 plus 4 is 12. Actually, that's incredibly low. Usually the sum of the 3 cards is a much higher number, say closer to 20 or more. So this is going to change my strategy a little bit, given that I got 3 rather low-scoring cards. So now I got to figure out what's going to work best. And I think it's going to be Block Party, focusing on this, because as I said, Remember, to get your base score up, you want to have large contiguous zones anyway. So since I have go green here, that gives me a point for every park block in my city. I think what I'm going to do is go for a very large park, get 7 points from this. I'll get 1 point per block that makes up this very large park. Then I'll get 7 points, hopefully, from Block Party. I think should be easy for me to create 5 or more groups. I'll get a point per park block here, but I will lose 3 points for every industrial block. However, if I do well enough here and in my base score, then I'll be able to offset the negative of this card, breaking even here roughly, and I don't think I'll be able to score any points with stacks and scrapers, because probably any industrial block that's exposed is going to be end up adjacent to a park if I have so many parks. So I think this is going to work. So let's give it a try and see what happens. 1 card from the top of the deck placed randomly in the center of the table. 11 cards remaining in the deck. That should add up to 18. 11 plus 3 plus 3 is 17, plus the 1 in the center is 18. And let's get going. So I want to have parks, so I will take probably any one of these, but at the same time I don't want to have too many roads. That is something I have to do. So, okay, so this one, if I take it and rotate it 180 degrees and go like that, that would work. Similarly, I could do that and accomplish the same thing. So let's just go with that. Let's see. Again, I want to minimize roads. That's not bad. That's 2 roads. And similarly, that's 2 roads. And that's 2 roads. So any one of these will work well. Now I got to think what's going to work well after I place the first one. What's going to work well in the corner? So if I play the top card next, and I haven't put this down yet, but if I if I think about putting that there, the top card will then go in here, and I think I'll still only have 2 roads. So I think I'll just go with this. Okay, now I will take the top card and do that. Yep, and I've got my first group of parks, and I've, again, only have 2 roads, which is good. So I'll lock that in. So I could take this and, for example, go like that. That's not great. That's like 4 different roads. Again, I'm going to lose a point for every roadway. I guess all these are going to probably end up doing that. Well, that's pretty good. Oh, actually, I'm going more like that. Yeah, all these are going to create another road. Again, I got to think ahead and think about what's going to pair up well. Let's see if I do that. I think the second card, the third card after this is going to overlap well. I think. Yeah, I'm going to just go with this. Let's see. I don't think very well 3-dimensionally, but yeah, that works pretty well. So that's 3 roads again, and I've got 6 adjacent parks, so that's pretty good. That's also pretty good. This one doesn't work at all. Can't get that park in there. I think I'll just go with that. So there's 3 roads, six contiguous parks. So it's looking good so far. And again, I don't want to spend too much time here. I got 2 straightaways, and they shouldn't be in the corner, I think. So if I bring this one like that, and I flip this around like that. Yep. Okay, so now I've got, that's 1, 2, 3 2x2 blocks of park. And again, I'm limiting it to 3 roads so far. So that's looking good. So what's going to be next? So this would have to go like that. It's not great. Again, not great. Too many different road groupings. What haven't I checked? Yeah, it's not good. I could play to the side or below. Possibly not great, although that little road, let's see, these 2 go together, I think, all right. So if I take this one and put it like that, then the next one, I think, should join up with that. So I think I'll do that, lock that in. And now take this one. Yep, okay, so that's great. So that's now 1, 2, 3, 4 2x2 blocks of park. Again, I'm limiting it so far to 3 roads, which is really good. Possibly the 3rd one will pair up nicely with this. I kind of wish this one. Yeah, they're all probably going to do that. And what's coming? Straightaway. I've got 2 possible straightaways here. What if I played to the side and just did that? And I think the first one would complement that underneath it. If I did that, that's not terrible. Again, now I'm at 4 roads. Not great, not good at all. Wait a second. What's going to come next, though? I don't know, am I going to play to the right of this or underneath it? Boy, now it's getting a little trickier. Let's see, I think I'm going to go with that. And then grab the first one. Go under there. Not quite as good as I would have hoped. Oh, but it's still only 4 roads. So it's not bad. This one won't get into position at all, nor will this, actually. So I'm kind of stuck playing that card. But I think that's a good one. So I'm going to go with that. Oh, now I'm down to only 2 cards. And neither of these will play here. You can see it's either that or that. So I have to go on the right side with it. So if I do that, and I put the next one underneath that, I think that's pretty good. So take that, rotate it, and put it like that. Yep, that's good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roads. Easily got 5 or more 2x2 blocks of park. So how am I going to do here? I just want to be sure that I'm going to easily beat, 12? I think I will. So the parks right there are what? 2, 4, 6, 8, 11 plus 4 is 15 parks. So that's 15 points for parks. I've got a pair of blues, a pair of oranges, a pair of grays. That's 6 more points. So that's, what's that, 21 less 5 for the roads, 16. Oh yeah, I'm easily going to win with this. Lock that in, and yep, I got a score of 20, and I needed 12, and I was playing medium or normal difficulty. If you play easy difficulty, you don't subtract for roadways. So if I played easy, I would have gotten 25 points. Even if I played hard, if you play hard, you only get your largest contiguous group. So I would have gone with the 15 park and not gotten the 6 points for the other commercial zones. And I would have got a score of 14. And even then, I still would have beat the score of 12. So that's how Sprawlopolis works. And like I said, this is pretty unusual. Usually you end up with 3 scoring cards. Let's see, if I just start a new game. This is pretty typical. Here I have to get 42 points. This is actually probably the other extreme. I'm not sure what the largest scoring cards are, but I know there's a Sprawlopolis scoring card that is 18 points. So again, depending upon what combination of scoring cards you get, how well they match up, and what you can do with them, you can form lots of different combinations. But again, keeping roadways hopefully to a minimum, because there's no scoring card that says get as many roads as you possibly can. Though this one, Superhighway, says just, again, try to get your longest road. There's a scoring card I know that aims to get loops of roads. All the scoring cards are well thought out. This is just a well thought out game. It's published by Button Shy, and I think you can go to Button Shy's website and purchase this. I think it's only $10 or $12, something like that. Or you can get the print and play, which is pretty much what I did, and then I programmed it. And that's only $3. It's a very inexpensive game. You can carry it with you. It's just a lot of fun, I gotta say. Very well designed, very well thought out. And that's Sprawlopolis. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you later.